6 billion people once lived on Earth. 6 billion. Now it's down to 3.5 billion, scattered about the planet. And of that, few are truly alive. Even more in a state between life and death, roaming about, looking for flesh. Bioterror attacks, a domestic cell using a man-made parasitic bioweapon, caused the dead to walk. The world's governments attempted to quell the horrors that had been unleashed from the modern-day Pandora's box, but they fell at the monstrosity's feet. They had a plan, a concise battle strategy. The enemy had none. The enemy? They viewed it as war. When it was truly extermination, at first the infection was a trickle, slow. 1 became 2, 2 became 4, 4 became 16. It grew exponentially. Cities hit hardest were quarantined. Unharmed cities became guarded by armed forces, and the United States was placed in a state of emergency, but the executive branch, becoming the only branch in the nation, became a police state. Because or in spite of these measures, the general population panicked. Riots, civil disobedience, increased street violence, all led to ownership of any weapon illegal, so the authorities can handle the task at hand. Many kept their guns, openly fighting against authority, while others simply smuggled their firearms for their own safety. Those who fought back were easily cut down, as easy as the infected. Still more lost all hope, committing suicide, either alone or in cults. All these combined made up the Great Panic, a time of chaos when men killed their families, the military was turned on street thugs, and all the while the creature's population continued to swell. Several weeks later, the military went into hot zones. Areas hit hardest where there was hardly a sign of life except the infected, to eradicate the monsters. The world, what was left, regained some level of normality, as much as it could. By this time, most of the medium-sized cities and smaller towns in the affected areas were left with a single soul to fear the outcome of the events that followed. Somehow, however, the infection spread beyond the barriers set by the armed forces, making more mindless killers. Even more lost hope at the news that the cases were now more widespread than they had been before, and the suicide rate inclined. The military knew they couldn't stop all the outbreaks. Not this time. They did what they could, but those who kept their guns became the ones with the power in the cities that weren't reached. Some were benign, helping their fellow man. Others were malicious warlords with no intent to help anyone but themselves. And those who swore allegiance to them? Soon after the second panic, the time when the military was fighting a losing war and most people had committed suicide, had been killed by the military police, or the victims of violent crime, or the victims of that much more sinister, animalistic, once humans, society fell apart. The executive branch didn't matter. The law didn't matter. Each man was his own nation, and war was waged each day with the thousands around him. Many thought that in a pinch, you could count on your fellow man, particularly against a common tangible enemy. Obviously not. This story is not one of the end of the world, nor is it the story of the rebuilding humanity and such bonds that we see in Hollywood. This is the story of a war against the undead in a compound called Deadsville. Okay, so yeah, you're probably thinking the same thing I am. I have a crowbar, a gas tank, pants full of substances I'd rather not speak of, and a pack closing in. I am screwed. Masked men, well-built, carrying guns, taking out a full pack. Worse off than these two, even more dangerous, set or man. Fight or flight, choose now.
Get up! Come on.
Who are you?
Going down. Is that yours?
Yeah, that's mine. I was just filling it up with gas and...
Give me the keys. I'm driving.
Are you filling up your car for starting a fast food joint?
Well, all the gas stations are dried up, you know.
Just fill the damn thing up. You gonna give me those or what?
Don't you think I should be the one driving, considering...
I think I should be the one driving, considering I'm the one with the gun.
Where are we going?
We're not going anywhere. You're going your way, and, well, we're going ours. Just so happens that our base camp ran out of gas during a supply run, and, well, we got ourselves a new one.
It ran out of gas. What are you driving, an RV?
Close. Try Abrams tank.
Abrams tank. Where in the hell did you get a tank at?
Borrowed it off our base. Thanks for the keys.
Wait. Can I come on?
What the hell makes you... What the hell makes you think you're welcome?
I mean, it's just, you know, times like these, and there's the zombies, and there's not many people around, and I thought you'd be willing to help out a fellow man, and...
Oh, there's lots of people left. They just probably aren't the people you'd want to make friends with.
Why's that?
Well, they'd probably bite you.
Besides, keeping you alive really isn't high on our priority list. In fact, it'd probably just prolong your inevitable death. And all the while, you'd just be using our supplies.
Hey, Jacob, come on. You might be useful. Hey, kid, ever hold a gun?
Well, no, I mean, I've never shot it, or I've never been to the range. I played Call of Duty, stuff like that, but...
You're kidding me, right?
No, my parents were against the violent stuff. I mean, they didn't like me playing with dangerous stuff.
All right, Nancy. Here's where you become a man. So, you got your magazine, your barrel, your scope, trigger, safety, and cocking mechanism. Hey! Downrange, bud.
Wow. You're just embarrassing yourself right now.
Marcus, we should get going now.
Yeah.
I'm coming along too.